Michigan's going to be in good shape, man. I think today was one of those games where, really outside of the QB spot, nothing was crazy. You know what I mean? Like no issue, no big issues, no
Good
glaring
seeing
issues.
turnovers too. Like I think it's to see your defense. I don't care who the opponent is. It's one thing to get, to limit an opponent's scoring, but to get some turnovers, that's huge too.
Yes.
To get picks, to get fumbles, and take them back for a touchdown. Those are great things to see. I mean, because it's one thing to have a defense that's good at limiting scoring because you don't stop people from scoring, especially in college football. It's really hard to do. So
Correct.
if you can limit scoring, but not only limit scoring, but you can create havoc and cause turnovers, that's not
That
that's a
changes your life. That
that
changes your life.
changes.
Because
Oh
because
my
think
god.
about, and granted this is different, but think about Georgia Alabama in that national championship. I mean, Georgia got not only an interception but a pick six. Like to score on defense, that's a huge deal. So it to me, I think Michigan is in great hands. They're going to be just fine. I feel like we are more positive than we were last year after game one. Because we
Which
were out here like,
well,
man,
yeah,
listen, they need to throw the ball more. This isn't going to work. Like, I
yeah.
feel like we've grown a little bit. I feel like we've grown. Maybe,
But
maybe it's
they've earned that because they've earned
you're
that,
right.
Dennis, because
You're right.
they did what they did last year and they've earned that trust and that by their performance. And that's what it's always been about for me is that you want me to sing you praises, then you need to earn that. You want me to have trust in what you can do, then you need to prove that you can do it. Right? And you want me to go into a tough road game and say hardball team can do it. Well, you got to do it first. And up to that point, at certain times last year, yeah, I was worried about going at Wisconsin. I was worried about playing Ohio State. It's what it is. And guess what? Until we get there, even though I believe, just like last year, we are the far better team. We have to prove to me that we can beat Michigan State. Now, I thought that they look uh, there were some talented spots for them last night, but I thought they looked a little spotty yesterday too. I think we're better than them. But when it comes time to Michigan State week, you have to prove to me that hey, you have my 100% confidence you're gonna win this football game. Up to this point, you don't have it because you haven't beaten Mel Tucker. So that's just how it is. You have to earn trust.
Yeah, and they've got plenty of time before they need to start worrying about the Spartans. I'm not sure you need to worry about Hawaii or UConn, but
No,
you've got Maryland, and I truly do think that Maryland game is a trap game, and you've also got you're going into Iowa, so they've got plenty of things to focus on before they get there to Michigan State. I know they want revenge and all that good stuff, but I just think overall, like, yeah, they're like they're in good shape. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're not going to be on ESPN with any of the talking heads talking about what is going on with Michigan State's, blank pass defense or run defense. Like they played well. You came out, you dominated a team you should be better than. It was never close. And you're in good shape. You're healthy. And that was the number one thing that you mentioned that you wanted to see. So I think we both got to see things that we were hoping to see. Your number one thing was health. They're coming out of it. I didn't see any, Blake Corum, Donovan Edwards, high ankle sprain, limping out of the game. None of that. I wanted to see a couple guys that, could potentially add some depth. I think Anoma absolutely is going to do that. We'll see how that progresses throughout the season. But, Michigan's in a good spot, man. This is a really good feeling. The Virginia Tech team is they lost to Old Dominion 20-17. So you could be there. So they're in good shape, and I think it's a foregone conclusion. We're going to see JJ starting next week and moving forward. I don't think this is going back to Cade at all. I think this QB decision is over.
I agree, man. And so, we'll see how the rest of this today plays out, and look forward to recapping this full past week of college football on Wednesday, and let things digest a little bit and talk about next week versus Hawaii.